Like, I just don't know why you need fucking validation outside of the relationship. So there's no reason to have the girls trip. That part has just been so ridiculous to me.
Oh my god, my friends!
Oh my god, these friends are so annoying.
My friend's asking me to go on a girls trip with them.
Nope.
Wait, why?
Because I don't like your friends.
Well, we don't like you either. Why don't you like them?
Because she's emotional and she wants to party every night.
Just because I hook up with every person I see doesn't mean I'm a
When you have a boyfriend, it does.
Okay, I understand why you don't like her, but what do my emotions have to do with you not liking me?
Every time we're around you, you're crying with a new problem and I have to deal with it.
How do you deal with it?
Because Debbie hates it too, and then she complains to me about how annoying you are. See what I mean?
No, I'm not gonna cry.
You are really emotional.
There she goes.
And what's wrong with wanting to party and have fun?
It's not a problem if you're single. She's not.
Are you that insecure that you don't trust her to party without you?
Oh, I trust her. I just don't trust you or the other single horny guys that don't care if she's in a relationship.
Babe, don't you think you're being a little bit ridiculous?
That reminds me that I'm going on a boys trip with Justice, Matt, and Kevin this weekend.
No, I don't like them. All they do is cheat, party, and they're emotional. Oh, I see it now.
Thank you. Anyways, have fun on your trip. She's not coming.
Oh, hell no.
What do you think, Cree? Cree, what's your response to that?
Hell no. Like, first of all, you're not going to read my friends for filth like that. Anything, if my friends are blowing my shit, then I'm just venting to my man. It's not like they're not. It's like, guys take so many things so literal. And I get it in some context, but don't think you're gonna pull up and tell me talk to me like that in front of my friends, number one. Number two, you're not gonna talk to my friends like that and read them for filth and then tell them what I said because fuck you, snitch. What the
She's from Compton. You know what we don't do in Compton? We don't snitch. Incredible. Tristan, what do you think?
I see stuff like this. I'm like, are female friendships with females even real? Like, I always think that. Like, every time, like, when I used to have girl roommates, they would talk shit about each other, and then they're at the club the next day.
And nobody works harder to keep all of you ladies from having good sex than other women. Other women are, all they do is wake up in the morning and they hate on dudes, they hate on you.
No.
Dry snitching. They're doing everything they can to keep each and every one of you from getting good sex. Every one of you. Your friends are doing that. We as men, what will we do? If Spencer's like, I'm going home with a girl, I would walk home. He was like, hey, take my car, bro. I would walk home in the snow for my boy to get laid. Snow. It wouldn't matter. But for women, you guys are just anything you can to stop your friends from having a good time.
But a lot of times we're like, hey, don't let me go home with anyone. We tell them, like, don't let a guy talk to me or don't do that.
Yes, I'm boy crazy.
It's understood before the night starts.
I think a lot of women have unresolved trauma and they aren't able to have these healthy relationships where they can go out with other women and actually enjoy their company. Because I have healthy friendships with women, you know, and I love to mess around with women, but we are strictly just friends. But I wouldn't hang out with my ex-girlfriend's friends for too long because I didn't like the way they acted and they weren't healthy. Like, and they couldn't be able to hold a conversation or not talk crap about each other. And I'm like, why would I want to be friends with people who would do that to my face? So probably behind my back as well. I would never do that. I'll say it to your face. Like, you're acting like terrible right now.
Yeah. Is your man going to tell you not to go on a girls trip?
No.
You're just going to go?
Yeah, I'm going to do whatever I want. If he don't like me, then he can leave.
Incredible.
If he don't trust me.
Spencer, what do you think?
Any girl that genuinely desires her man is not putting herself in that situation.
Interesting point there, Spencer.
I'm not against girls trips because I've had a girl who's wanted to go on girls trips. I'm against girls trips because I live in Las Vegas and I see what girls who go on girls trips do.
We love your girls trips. Please
send them here.
Send them here. We have accidentally had Bible study with so many of your girls that you trust on your girls trips. This is the most ridiculous ever. It's not like so many girls come here. You guys, you've worked in nightlife before. You know this. They come here with no intent on cheating, but next thing you know, they're up in Diplo's fucking room and it happens. And somebody takes some molly and stuff happens. And because she's around her hoe, it's not you. You're not a hoe. It's your hoe friends. Your hoe friends who give you some and the next thing you know, you're calling Diplo West. And we know what that means. Man, I'm so tired of this narrative. Like, you want to know, when I have a girlfriend, they don't want to go on girls trips. If they want to go out drinking with their friends, they want me there because at the end of the night, they want sex with me. So there's no reason to have the girls trip. That part has just been so ridiculous to me. Like, I just don't know why you need fucking validation outside of the relationship. And the problem is you can't tell me, oh, Michael, it's because you're insecure. No, bro, I live in Las Vegas. Yeah. I'm the one on stage at Zook or Omnia watching your girl cheat on you.
Like, I have some advice for the guys watching. If your girl has ever mentioned going to Dre's after hours. That is not
I'm
your
not
girl.
even going there.
That's not your girl.
No.
Not anymore.
I'm not even going out.
I'm not even going there,
No.
baby.
I love it when we get this like, oh, you're just insecure. I like it when the insecurity card gets played, because you're like, you're goddamn right, I'm insecure. It's because I don't want you going out there because I know what happens on those.
It's not
things.
you. It's not that you're a hoe. You might be a hoe.
You
but
should
it's-
trust your
it's
girl.
hoe friends. Your friends that act like hoes. Like,
But what if
There's
what if
a-
your
trust
girl is
your
like
girl.
the ringleader of the hoes?
There's
What
a
if
reason-
You think it's
Even worse.
you think
That's
it's
even
her
worse.
friends, but it's her.
Yeah.
Trust
your girl.
There's a reason jealousy
way
still
worse.
exists in human males. This is
I don't
it.
know that.
Yeah,
But-
This,
but-
if there's
wait,
one
on girls'
reason,
trips,
this is it.
Yeah,
Yes.
jealousy.
Yeah.
Hold on. Jealousy exists in women because men cheat, and jealousy exists in men because women cheat. If men and women didn't cheat, and that happened for like say 20 generations of no cheating,
Right.
guess what there would be? No more jealousy. It would go away. It simply exists as a manifestation of human behavior. It's an evolutionary adaptation. That's where jealousy comes from. So it's like this idea that this is somehow immature. No, man, I just don't. It's
Yes.
so
I
ridiculous
am
to me.
so secure in my masculinity that I'm going to go with my mate guarding instinct and say, no, you can't fucking go to Vegas with your hoe ass friend.
bro.
Oh my
Let
God.
me say this. You can definitely go to Vegas with your hoe ass friends. You're just not my girlfriend anymore.
Yes.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
the
No.
But not all girls' trips are like that.
Exactly.
I would say the
exactly,
majority of
Exactly.
girls'
Exactly.
Most girls' trips aren't like that. But I'm saying the reason, no, most girls, when they cheat, that like a lot of time, not most girls, I'm sure some of them intend on cheating, but a lot of times when girls cheat, they cheated because a dude had so much riz and they weren't ready for it and they had a little bit to drink. They did not get off the plane with the intention of cheating, but it's just, the guy was just like, she never tried a guy like this, and he's a different color than she's used to, and he's got incredible riz. And
She was drunk, he was cute, and one thing
Don't
led to
be
another.
If
insecure.
that happens and it happened for a reason, and that shows you shouldn't be
Happened-
with
the
her
cheating
because
happened for a
some
reason.
no, but some girls cheat because they don't actually like the guy.
I'm
never cheated.
I'm gonna make a really controversial statement. I think if you put enough pressure on any woman, she'd cheat.
I would never
A-
cheat.
a-
I've never
any-
cheated in
if
my
you put-
life.
Most
if
girls
you put
don't
enough
cheat.
pressure, meaning like this.
I
dude's
have never
lying.
cheated on
This
a man
dude
in
is
my
lying.
life.
No, again, I'm not saying you guys have cheated. What
Is
I'm
it
saying-
cheating if they all know each other?
But I would never.
She is
But I
not
would never
They all know
exaggerating.
about each other?
I know who she's talking about. She is not exaggerating.
She was never yours. It is just your turn.
Listen, man, that new man,
gosh.
he was never new, man. You just never knew, man. That's what it was.
Oh my God.
All right.